Channel Surfers, welcome to Remote Reality. This is Lauren.
And this is Dee.
And we are here with 90 Day Fiancé, Hunt for Love, Season 1, Episode 7, The Boy Who Fell for Her, literally. We took some guesses last week, Dee.
Yes, we did. And we were wrong.
We were wrong. We swear we thought we sold Colt when we slowed it down, although both of us are visually impaired.
Yes, that's true.
Dee is not taking her blood pressure medication.
I'm taking a natural supplement. I'm trying to lower it with that.
I'm just screwing with her. She's testing it. If she strokes out, then we know it's not working.
It's not working.
Reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
She's feeling better, though.
Yeah, and the upside is if it does work, the blood pressure medicine was causing me some vision issues, so I didn't like that.
Yeah. She had to go get these real, fancy glasses that the eye doctor said, don't order them online, order them from us, and then screwed those up, and then she had to go order them from somebody else.
I have almost $1,000 in glasses because they got messed up at one place and I had to go somewhere else. Because I was too nice after the third time of them trying to say, this isn't cutting it.
I tried to make you mean. I tried
know.
to put that bite in you. I was like, go get him, Dee. Anyway, the boy who fell, literally, it was Colt.
Yes.
Which we should have guessed, because when he was working out, didn't he fall?
Well, and he had talked about a previous injury too. And I didn't put two and two together. And he was one of them that I thought that it could be because I didn't see him in the previews for the next episode.
We had narrowed it down to him or Usman, and we went with Usman because we saw somewhere in the back. And the guy we saw in the back was wearing the same shirt that Colt was wearing.
Yeah, he could have been his doppelganger.
Literally. Now the pants, anyway. Why was Colt coming out on the stretcher like he's dead with his arms crossed over his chest?
I don't know, but he was screaming, you could hear him screaming.
Yeah, you could. And Courtney says, oh yeah, I heard him screaming and he's sounding like he's dead. But then you see him in his room. He sounds like a cat. He's like, and that's it.
I think it was a cry and a scream combined.
So Colt has a lot of cats. I know this is kind of your first foray into 90 Day, but he has 20 cats. So I think he's just learned to meow.
Maybe. Cats learn to talk. Mine used to walk around going, hello, hello, all the time.
Cats learn to talk and Colt learned to meow.
Yeah.
So I just wonder if he was falling off of it. But all right, production is stirring up the drama because Tiffany, Rob, and Tim are just hanging out on the beach and they come up. They're like, hey guys, guess what? Colt's getting loaded on a stretcher. And there's no urgency like they showed last episode. They're like, oh shit, put our drinks. What do you do this time?
Yeah, we completely missed that from the last episode. They didn't show that part at all.
They cut that part of the edit out, but they were trying to stir it up. It's okay. They have Tiffany. She stirs up enough. We'll get to that.
Who would have thought that?
So everybody's asking Cortney what happened, and she's just blubber crying. I don't even know what she said. She was like,
she is crying the whole time.
Is she really?
I don't know. I think I understood what she said. I thought that she said that he had come to her room for something and he had left.
Yes.
But he fell outside because it had been raining.
Yeah.
And she heard him screaming.
In the diary room, but when she was standing there, it was just blah, blah, blah.
What? I think just about every scene that we see this episode of her is her crying.
But her makeup is perfect the whole time. First of all, she's sitting in the back of this ambulance. So they load Colt off into this ambulance and they're like, take Jennifer with you because y'all don't speak Spanish. So Jennifer jumps in, Courtney jumps in, and Colt gets in. We see them driving off and Courtney's in the back of the ambulance taking selfie videos of herself, smiling. Completely fine. Makeup, not messed up at all.
No, it was perfect.
Colt is laying back there ugh. And she's like, yeah, well, he's not in shape. What
He's not very healthy. He's
not healthy anyway. It's fine, but I'm looking good. I don't think she was really crying because when they're going into the ambulance, she has sunglasses on. And then she's just sitting there taking those little pretty selfies. And then whenever she's like crying on scene, she just takes like a tissue, like a paper towel, and dabs her eyes. But there's nothing wet on the towel and there's nothing wet on her face and her makeup, unless that is tattooed on, which ladies on reality TV who cry without your makeup running or even looking misplaced, let us know. Come in the comments. Let us know how you do it. I don't know. It's a mystery.
Yeah, to me too. She reminds me of Robin though.
Robin from Sister Wives.
Wives, yes.
Well, we got those vibes going on.
We got the Robin.
Isn't her first foray on reality TV. She has been on a few 90 days. She knows what the producers like. And it just cracks me up. Her sitting in the back of that ambulance
taking the selfie.
Hey, Colt, like literally they're like they're shooting him up with morphine in his butt.
That's what I was getting ready to say. They're shooting him up with some morphine so that he don't feel a thing.
It's not working. She's still in pain.
Well, maybe it's acting too at this point.
It's like, you gotta up that dose some. It's not working for Colt. So then we go to this sexy dinner with Chef Viviana.
Oh, good Lord.
So I have a theory about this. Basically, we're going to give them so little food that they're just starving and want to eat each other. Because they end up eating a salad and a fig. That's it.
It's supposed to be what? Aphrodisiac cooking? That's what they're there for, is to learn how to cook.
Cooking.
How to learn to cook for performance.
Going to help keep it. This is like the Viagra. This is like the Cialis, the Viagra of food. Salad with nuts, watermelon, and lime juice, and a caramelized fig. That's it. That's all you need. Now, when we get there, Tiffany is already starting to stir this drama. She's like, Colt left and he might never come back. Okay. I mean, do you know that he looked like he was going out on the stretcher with angel wings? He had his arms crossed over his chest, but they're just going to drug him up real good. He'll be back.
I hope so. We need Colt on there.
He'll be back in a wheelchair, and then Usman's going to just roll him off the cliff.
Probably.
So, yeah, Tiffany's starting out with the drama, but Usman, he's like, what are we doing here? What do you mean sexy food? And Tim goes, she's going to make you feel horny with food, dude. And then Coach Viviana, she wants to make sure he understands. She's like, I'm not making you feel horny. The food, Usman, not Chef Viviana. It's going to be the food.
Yeah. And Tim is sitting there. I don't need food to feel horny. I'm not eating some slimy ass shit.
I'm not eating some slimy ass shit to feel horny. I don't need it to make my dick hard, is what he said. Now, Tim is glad that May is there, and he says that they have the same sense of humor. He says something about eating nuts. You see her giggle. Then she makes the same joke about eating nuts to, I think, Chantel, and it doesn't land.
It doesn't land at all.
She's laughing, and nobody else is. I was like, where's Tim? Tim, go laugh at May's recycling of your joke.
Figs.
All right, let me see. Where's my notes? Tim, what the fuck is a fig? And then he said that they look like wrinkly grandpa ball sacks. He would eat vagina, but not these wrinkly grandpa ball sack figs. Okay, first of all, how does Tim not know what a fig is?
I don't know. That was my first question.
Has he never had a fig Newton?
Yeah, and then somebody else said that the figs looked like vaginas, which is what led him into saying that. And he was like, I'm sorry if I see a woman that looks like that. She needs to go to the hospital.
No, they don't. They look like date.
Yeah, oversized raisins.
There's a lot of pretend happening here. There's a lot of acting happening here. But do you not know what a fig is? And then he's like, do they grow and poop? They grow on a tree. What rock is he living under? Like, okay, maybe not everybody knows that figs grow on a tree. My grandma had a fig tree in her front yard, and we see fresh figs, which they don't look wrinkled like that. That is a dried, caramelized fig. Fresh figs don't look that way. But Fig Newton, you live in the United States. And if it's not a Fig Newton, it's probably something that sounds like Fig Newton that's on the Walmart shelves with their great value Newtons or something.
Yeah, it's like he had a Usman moment or something, because I expect something like that out of Usman, not Tim. I would think he would know what a fig is.
Charlotte, how has he never seen a fig Newton? I don't know what they're selling at the grocery store in Nigeria, but I know when Tim is going over to the Piggly Wiggly or the Harris Teeter, they got fig Newtons.
Absolutely. They probably have fresh figs over in the produce section, maybe.
That's what the dried figs taste like. Like at Costco, you can get those, and it's just the dried fig, and it tastes like a fig Newton. Tastes just like the inside of one. They're so delicious.
Yum, yeah.
So, yeah, Tim and then Tiffany think she's going to be funny. Oh, ha, ha. If Tim's not going to eat a fig, he's not going to eat, somebody's taco. Okay. Like,
she's like, eat a damn fig.
Or maybe Tiffany, mind your own business and let people make their own decisions. Grown-ups make their own decisions.
She's
including Tim and his ex.
Yeah, she's just getting too involved, I think. The more episodes we see, the more involved Tiffany is. It's not going to go well, I don't think.
So much to say about this at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Usman, as Tim explains, this has now turned from making sexy food to breaking Usman's heart.
Yeah, because he's completely in the dark about Colt and the ambulance and all of that. So Tim...
The producers didn't run to grab him for the drama because they wanted to leave us guessing on which one it was, the ambulance. They weren't trying to alert Usman that something was happening. They just let Tim break the news to him.
And he does. And he doesn't even realize that he's really hurting Usman's heart or giving him any information that he doesn't already know about.
He's not even sure where Usman and Cortney are and their thing together. But he says, oh, yeah, so Cortney was hanging out with Colt, and Colt was leaving her room, and he slipped and fell and broke his knee. So he went to the hospital. She went with him because she feels guilty, and Jennifer's with him because she speaks Spanish. And Usman's like, leaving her room?
What was he doing at Courtney's room?
And then Tim goes, well, did you guys have a good night last night? He's like, yeah, I asked her to come with me to this today.
Yeah. So he's really concerned over all of this now. He's like, maybe I've misread the whole situation.
And he's trying to call her and she's not answering. But Tim's like, dude, I'm sure she'll explain it when she gets back. She probably just doesn't have cell phone service.
Mm-hmm.
When he says Cortney feels guilty, and soon we're going to see that Cortney's telling us she feels guilty. Why did she trip him?
I don't know. I don't understand why she's feeling guilty about this.
Cortney, you're supposed to wait until you're married and you have the life insurance for a few years before you try to trip him and kill him. Doesn't work this early on, girl. You misread that gold digger book. But, I mean, did she, get his floor wet? Why did she feel guilty?
I don't know. It's a mystery, but maybe we'll find out in another episode. I mean, I'm curious why she feels so bad other than he was at her room. Why else would she feel guilty?
I just think the producers needed some more drama. And she's like, all right, I'm going to act like I feel bad about this. I'm going to pretend cry. But we go back to the hospital and Cortney's there with Jennifer. Colt's screaming while they inject him with more morphine. And they're not doing a drip. Don't they usually do morphine drip in the U.S.?
I don't know because I'm actually allergic to morphine. So I know that it's something that's given on an ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
When my husband was sick, his was it was a liquid that you put in his mouth and it just kind of absorbed into his gums. So I'm sure there's a drip too, but didn't morphine used to be the go-to for athletes and stuff, if they got hurt on the field or while they were in a game and they would, so I'm assuming that it can be done in a shot form as well.
Yeah, I've never had the morphines either. I don't know why I thought it was on an IV. But they're just shooting him in the butt.
And he's screaming.
Now, I guess he has fractured his knee. He has refractured his knee.
Yeah, he's going to have surgery.
He is. And it's not going to be at this first hospital. They have to go to a different hospital.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't even know if I was in another country, depending on the country, if I'd want the surgery done there at all.
Girl, have you seen that woman who got that facelift in Guadalajara on TikTok?
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh, hold on. So Dee and I just took a little field trip over to Michelle Wood 165's Twitter handle. If you haven't seen this, go check it out. Ms. Wood, she is 50 years old. She went to Guadalajara for $14,000 and return back time. It's like the fountain of youth.
She looks like she's in her 20s. I was shocked.
Miracles were done in Guadalajara. And Dee's new perspective on surgery is, I want that.
Well,
I
what'd
want
she
that
say?
too.
14,000. I can do a lot with 14,000. I don't think I would start necessarily with my face, unfortunately.
I don't really need a car. Let's go get new faces.
I want to pay a house off.
True. Then we'll go get our new faces.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so I'm not too worried about Colt. I mean, he might come out with like an Olympic runner knee.
Maybe. I think one of the good things, though, is it's actually made Cortney stop and think, I think I might have more feelings for him than I originally thought.
And on that note, this happened after she had hung out with Usman the night before. Do we think that, I mean, have we done an X-ray on Colt yet? Or are we sure he's not pretending he fell and hurt his knee?
Oh, interesting. I don't know. He's
Have you ever
screaming
seen
a lot,
White
though.
Christmas, where they fake that Phil has an injured leg to get the Colonel away from the TV when Bing Crosby is going on to like make his pitch about having the army troop come out and he's like limping around on the fake knee?
Yeah, I forgot about that scene.
Maybe he's pulling that. I don't know.
You know, you're constantly reminding us that he's a gamer. It's a possibility. It's a manipulation, but he's screaming a lot.
Got a cat. He's like, meow. And then he's quiet. Meow. It's working. I mean, maybe he threw himself down a hill to
Who knows? I'll
do
just take a
anything for
little
love.
slip here.
And he will do that.
Now I'm going to be singing that in my head the rest of the day.
You're welcome. So, Usman, we're back at the sexy one-course dinner with big appetizer, followed with big appetizer. And Usman asked him, well, what do you think Cortney was doing with Colt? What was he doing in her room? Tim's like, man, I don't know. You got to ask her.
Yeah, he's sitting there saying he feels betrayed or played or something. Like he's all confused with White.
I'm not psychic. I'm not seeing what happened there last night, dude. Just ask her when she gets back. But he's playing counselor. He's like listening to Usman. He's like, yeah, I get it, man. I get it. Didn't mean to stir this up. Sorry it's happening. It's going to be fine. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah, he needs to just take a chill and wait and see what's happened. But, you know, that's not drama. So, of course.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I was feeling a little sad for Usman.
He did
He's
look like
I don't want Colt to be hurt. But why are they hanging out? And then she's not answering her phone because she doesn't have service. Oh, yeah. Why was I feeling bad for Usman? I was a little heartbroken for him. I was like, this guy has no game. No game. Now, Jennifer gets back from the hospital and she's like, this is one of the worst leg injuries I've ever seen. She thinks that Colt is in good hands because Cortney is hanging out with them and she can see something is happening between the two of them.
Yeah, she thinks they're developing feelings for each other, which we already know Colt had feelings for her. We just weren't sure. You know, Cortney seemed to have friend zoned him. So
now, as far as it being one of the worst leg injuries I've ever seen, like from what we saw, you didn't see any bruising. You didn't see anything red. You didn't see any like blood. It looked normal. It was just he was screaming.
Yeah, I think it was around the knee or something, maybe.
Well, that's what they said.
Yeah, I don't know how easy it is to see those visibly either, like injury, other than swelling.
Well,
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
see Marcus Lattimore for the South Carolina Gamecocks get that career-ending injury. He was supposed to be drafted. Oh my gosh, the way his knee bent, knees should not bend that way. And everybody knew in that moment that was it for his football. And he was like potential Heisman. He was so good. Marcus Lattimore, number 21. Anyway, and even at that, like you could see that was bad. When I was playing intramural soccer in law school, this one girl, it was right before exams. Whatever she did, she broke her leg and the bone was coming through the skin. So Tim, he looks like he's meowing like a cat. I don't know. Jennifer, I guess, hasn't seen a lot of injury.
Maybe not.
My legs look worse just from sleeping in bed. I wake up with bruises all over the place.
I wake up sounding like that sometimes, just rolling out of bed.
He's not in the best shape and he's getting old. I feel ya, Colt. I'm right there with you. So we're going to do girls' night, guys' night. Let's split them up. This is kind of no drama, right? Maybe with the girls, but there shouldn't be any drama with this.
Nah, the guys don't think there'll be any drama.
Now, if somebody wants to dance with him, though, he's letting the guys on the bus know he doesn't dance. He's not getting out there and shaking a leg. He is not going to twist again. Horrible jokes today, guys. And Cortney, she's still not replying to Usman's text. And he is on the bus with the guys. He is just in this Cortney zone. Can't get her out of his head. That's all he's thinking about is, what is she doing? Is she playing nurse to Colt? She's been texting his butt when he gets the morphine injection.
He's been texting her all day. I mean, you can tell he's concerned about what's going on with Cortney and Colt.
I feel like a lot of these guys are not there for love. They are there to teach us that when you're not sure if you want something serious and you play hard to get, then the wrong guys will come right after you.
I don't know what kind of personality test they gave these guys, but I think we're seeing a lot that we didn't expect out of some of them.
I mean, the guy on night one that doesn't even act like he knows you now cannot stop texting you because you're not showing him 100% interest. Okay, sure. He wants something serious. Like he didn't know you.
Mm-hmm. He took somebody else out on a date to make you jealous.
It was with somebody else and not you. So now he can't stop texting you. And then freaking Carlo, we're going to get into that. But Carlo, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Now Carlo can't get off of Tiffany's leg, like a dog humping her leg. My Lord, with Cole and Jennifer, we're going to get into all of that. But it's like, as soon as there could be another option, they're just wanting to win the game. They're not wanting anything serious. They don't even know these people. It's been 10 days. They're just wanting to win a game.
Yeah. There's some shockers coming up, though. I mean, I was completely shocked with a couple of things that are about to happen. And I was just like, whoa, wow, did not see that coming.
There, but I was sitting in my chair cheering people on.
Me too.
I mean,
me
too. Really
me too.
We're on the bus. And girls' bus, Tiffany asked Jennifer, how did it go at the hospital? I'm surprised Tiffany's talking to Jennifer.
They're acting pretty cool on the bus.
They're getting all, now they haven't been drinking yet, but she is sitting beside Jennifer. After all the stuff that's been going on, if you're that mad at Jennifer, why are you sitting beside her on the bus?
True. I wouldn't be sitting beside of her. I'd be like
confused.
I'd be at the opposite end.
I would be pretending to be Usman on night one. I don't know you. I don't know you, Jennifer. Or I don't know you, Tiffany. Jennifer was telling everybody Colt was screaming. Cortney was in tears. And Elise, she just feels so bad for Colt. She's like, man, you don't even know. You might not wake up tomorrow. It was very dramatic, but she is in her feels. Now, remember, her and Colt had like a little flame.
Yeah, I remember that.
But this is really, at least it's giving her a chance to be dramatic on the bus for producers. Now, Chantel tells Tiffany, hey, you need to go out with Rocky. And Tiffany's like, well, I do need to get to know him better. I don't know him very well yet. And then Elise is like, well, Carlo, he's really upset. He's been knocking on my door telling me that he's upset that Jay asked you out.
Yeah, what's Carlo doing going to Elise's?
That was Tiffany's question. After Tiffany goes, Carlo, he's just being too controlling and too jealous. Then she sits there and says, he's too jealous, but why is he at Elise's? Or what?
Exactly.
It's me. And also, is this not exactly what's happening with Jennifer and Cole?
It's the same exact thing.
The exact same thing. Jennifer is even telling the girls on the bus, he's being too controlling. He's being too possessive. I have been in those relationships before. I always fall for the wrong guys. And I think he would be my number one, but I also don't know are these red flags? Is him, well, we get to knocking on her door at 4 a.m., a red flag? Or is she just projecting? Because it's like all of these people are gaslighting her. They're like, he's so in love with you. He's so nice. Why are you hurting him? Why are you breaking his heart? And she knows she's made bad decisions. So she's sitting there thinking, is it me or is it really him? Because everybody else thinks it's me. It's got to be very confusing.
It has to be. And it's how hypocritical of Tiffany. Just leave her alone. She's there actually doing the game the way the game's supposed to be done.
It's 10 days in, y'all. It is 10 days in. But no, it's not cool when she does it because she's doing things behind closed doors. Like, okay, what? You want her basically fucking them out in the open?
Yeah. Well, and they're still writing her about the whole, you need to admit you're sleeping with Rob thing too, which is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. So Elise, this is all the bus drama on the girls' bus. Elise is sitting there like, I don't have a problem with you dating Rob, Jennifer. The problem I have is that everybody else is coming to me saying that I'm the one sleeping with Rob. And therefore, I have a problem with you, Jennifer. Okay, so what? Jennifer isn't supposed to have relations with any guys because they might think it's you and not her?
Yeah, but I thought it was really funny because Jen has a great comeback. She's like, well, Elise, I heard that you are sleeping with Rob, that you were with him today.
And we find more about that later. Everybody starts speculating. Is she just making this up? Who would she have heard that from? I'm sitting there racking my brain like, who would tell her that? At this point, I'm just kind of like, who would tell her that?
At that point, I was honestly thinking that she was just deflecting.
I did too. I wasn't thinking that. I was trying to piece it together, but nothing was making sense.
Yeah. I didn't honestly believe someone had said anything to her. I thought it was just a way for her to deflect it and throw it back at them and get them off her back.
Because that's our cliffhanger for this week at the end of the episode. But it's like, Elise, if you have problems with everybody talking, then pull everybody together and be like, why are you saying this? This isn't Jennifer's fault. Jennifer's not the one spreading rumors about you and Rob. That would be asinine to think that she is sitting there spreading rumors about you and Rob. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Just like talk to the people who are saying it. Address those people. Anyway, guys' bus. The guys at first are like, man, this is going to be great. Night without the girls. We aren't going to have any drama. Except Usman is sitting there crying in his Cheerios that Cortney is at the hospital with Colt. And he thinks Colt's probably getting a sexy nurse treatment. Probably what's going on in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Probably what's going on in Colt's head, too, after all that morphine. Colt's going to come back telling stories that didn't happen.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
That's weird. But Tim is sure that the girls are going to have more drama than them, and everything goes fine on the bus. The guys get off the bus. They're ready to party. They're like, we're going to talk to some girls. We're going to get you dancing. We're not going to worry about anything. We're going to have a great guys' night out. So Carlo decides, let's confide in Rob.
Good Lord.
That's how he's been dealing with his own drama lately. So he's not worried about Rob and Rob's drama. Rob knows what it's like to deal with trauma. He's been dealing with his own drama. Last night, Jay asked out the girl he likes, Tiffany, that he's liked for like 10 whole days. They just started school this week and he's got a crush and Jay is asking his crush out. And then on top of that, Rocky's walking her home from the playground. This is drama.
Oh no, what's Cole gonna do?
Just drink some more and loop up that drama.
He's kind of depressed. He's feeling sad.
He's so sad. Now, Carlo, he's like, we said we were seeing other people. We're 10 days in and we're still in that stage. We're not official yet. I don't even know if I want to date a woman with kids, but man, this hurts. Desensitized with alcohol.
He's looking more and more like Cole to me with every word that he speaks this night.
And then we go over to Cole, who would never have guessed is confiding in Tim. Tim,
right.
The guy whose ass he was about to beat night 2.
Tim's ex.
Is Jennifer's ex. That he doesn't understand why this guy got her a lap dance from another dude. Probably to show he's not like you. That's exactly why he did it, to show he's not you, Cole. Anyway, Cole's like, I'm sure you know how it is with Jennifer. Now, He also tells Cole the therapist told him to just lay off.
Yeah. Act smooth.
Act
Enjoy your
smooth.
time. Don't stress each other out.
Don't stress. Oh, yeah, this guy's cool as a cucumber, D.
I'm wondering how much alcohol is in him for him to be having this discussion with Tim, of all people.
You can see the night progress as the drama gets richer on both sides.
Be all kumbaya with Rob in a little bit.
It's going to be crying on Rob's shoulder. Rob's going to be carrying him home. Well, Tim is just glad. Tim is glad that Jennifer's not focused on him for the drama or his boy Rob. I mean, if anybody is going to be the highlight of Jennifer's drama, Cole, he's the man for the job.
He's the best man for the job.
This guy for the job. Get Cole, because he just falls right into it.
And he
also
he said the most interesting thing about Cole is that he looks like Abercrombie had sex with Fitch. I was rolling.
He's cute. He is cute. He is not Jay. Jay is. Oh, okay. Cole is very pretty, but Jay is like handsome. Jay is like masculine handsome. Liz and I saw him on night one, and we were like, where did that guy go? Which also, we have a rando at the sexy dinner. There's some dude standing between Usman and Chantel. I don't know who he is. He looks like Ricky Martin or something with makeup on.
Still think that there's people we have not met that are here.
No.
And
Or
we're
just-
what, 6, 7 episodes in?
7.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, dude at the sexy bar eating the figs, we're not going to know your name, but I see you.
We're going to get to the end and it's going to be like, Tiffany's in love with this guy and we've never seen him the whole time.
He's like on the show right now calling all his friends. See, I'm on episode 7. I'm right there at the bar. I'm eating that big pussy.
Vagina.
Vagina.
The big vagina.
Oh, man. Yeah. Wild ride. So Cole, all up in his feelings, leaning his head on Tim's shoulder. Not what I would have expected night 2, but here we are.
I just have to say that Tim has got to have the award for the best lines and insults or just everything. He is so unique in the things that he comes up with. Like, I would have never thought to say the Abercrombie and Fitch thing.
I liked him the best out of all the guys.
I know.
I loved him. He's just cool. He's 44. You know, he's like us. He stopped caring a long time ago.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's
These
in
kids
the
are
whatever
crazy.
phase of his life.
It's like, okay, little boy, I know you tried to beat me up, and I'll come cry that you scraped your knee.
Mm-hmm.
So Jennifer's going to teach the women how to toast where you're not going to have bad sex for 7 years. Is everybody ready? Channel surfers, are you ready? I want everyone to grab your drink. Yes, I've got mine in my Star Wars cup.
I've got mine.
Got it? Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to hold our drinks up, hold them up to the camera, say toast, tap it on the table, and then take a drink. That's it. No bad sex for 7 years. We're all good now. So now I think what's going to happen is we're all going to crawl into the guy's lap, wrap our legs around them, kiss, and then just lay him out on the bed, just like Jennifer does with every guy. No bad sex.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know how that was any different than regular toast.
Well, you had to look in each other's eyes too, remember?
Man. Well, if you're listening on the podcast, actually, you guys are all screwed. I didn't even look straight into my camera on that one.
Yeah, we're supposed to hold it
What
up.
does that mean? Does that mean?
I don't know.
No,
Like,
we're
is
not
it
even
some
going to
kind
go
of
there.
girl power thing. I was thinking like girl power. You know, Shazam, girl power.
The Powder Puff Girls unite.
Yeah.
Captain America. So yeah, they're all gonna have great sex now. So Elise, just make that rumor a reality, girl. Go get some. Go get laid out. Now they decide to start talking about the worst experiences that they've ever had with a man. So May goes first. She said some dude went guns blazing right into the wrong hole. Boom. Tiffany goes, we've all been there. Elise was hooking up with a sexy NFL player, and the only way to get him off was to put on a strap on and get him in the butt. So if he's a sexy NFL player, you think he's like a quarterback? Because I don't think she's talking about like the offensive line.
What? I was just kind of
Maybe he's a
speechless.
wide receiver.
There you go.
He's a tight end.
But Jen said the funniest thing too.
Oh, Jen was like, I don't understand what this had to do with
Worst experience.
her strapping it on a dude, but I think she's just trying to brag. No, Jennifer, you don't understand. He could be a wide receiver or a tight end, which would be very relevant to this strap-on situation.
I'm just wondering if she strapped it on or not. She didn't say.
She said it was the worst experience, so maybe she did, and it just didn't do anything for her.
I'm assuming that she did.
She knew how it ended. Yeah. So then Tiffany said that a guy got off kissing her, and that was her worst experience.
Wow.
The guy was that turned on by her. I'd be flattered.
Yeah, I thought she could have done better. Like, if that's your worst experience,
I'm like,
you didn't
really?
she didn't even deserve to be in that.
cute?
She didn't even deserve to be in that conversation with her worst experience.
See your way out. So then Jennifer, she pulls out the ludicrous, like, what trip into the sea? Let's talk about our fantasies. Chantel, she says she likes to put a wig on and just pretend she's someone else and have the guy come up and woo her away.
She wants some role playing. That's her fantasy.
Tiffany wants to do the Eiffel Tower.
Tiffany wants two men.
How was I explaining this the other day? One of my friends years ago had explained this. I still remember we were at the Charleston Crab House, and I don't remember anything except him and another one of my guy friends grabbed hands, held hands at the top, made like an A symbol, and they were like, and the girl would be in the middle, the Eiffel Tower.
Gotcha.
And I texted it on our group text, and they're like, I don't remember that. And then one of the guys says, like, nope, I remember that. So one of them chose to forget. That will be burned into my brain forever. Thank you. I'm not going to say names, but you know who you are. You two know who you are. I'll say one of them. One of them's Brian. Everybody knows Brian would do that. Anyway.
Chantel pointed out to Tiffany that, you've got 3 guys interested in you now.
But she only needs 2.
Maybe she should go for 3. Hey, just go ahead and go for the whole thing.
I might leave one of them out. As the night turns on, there's one of them I might not be talking to again. Now, Jennifer, she wants a penis and a set of boobs because she thinks women are beautiful, but she still wants to ride that D. And they ask her if she's bisexual, and she says, no, she just thinks women are gorgeous. And then they say, well, what about that kiss the night with Chantal? And I thought this was so cute. She was like, we were the only 2 people there. She blocked everybody out when she was in that moment with Chantal, which I was just like, that's so cute. I bet that flattered Chantal.
Oh, it had to. And you could definitely tell that that's exactly what happened as well. I mean, the other 2 girls that were going at it didn't look anything like Chantal and Jen. Nothing.
No. I mean, it would flatter me too. Jennifer's really pretty. I would just be flattered that somebody thinks I'm cute and then be like, and she's cute and thinks I'm cute. Okay. But yeah, she and Nikki, her first girl crush there was Jennifer, which Stephanie kind of made her call that out.
Yeah?
Yeah, wasn't she like, remember what you told me? And then Nikki's like, yeah, my first crush was Jennifer here.
Wow, I missed that part.
But she's like, but she came out, she was like, yeah, I'm bisexual. And Chantal, she says she's not ready to talk about it. She's still processing her feelings, so she doesn't want to like discuss with the group. But you're discussing it with millions of viewers.
Of course. Maybe she thinks she's going to have it figured out by the time she leaves.
Well, she wants to figure it out with Ashley. So I still have a theory that we might see Ashley by the end of this. And this, I think, is all production, just setting the stage for that.
Yeah, her guy, Joe, he wasn't anywhere in this episode.
No, he wasn't even out with the guys.
No.
Maybe he was hungover.
Maybe.
I mean, to be fair, they probably have to, the people from 90 Day, they have to be on every day. They can't really have a hungover day, but the other people, there's enough of them to filter them in and out. It's fine. It's
fine. We're not even seeing some of them. They're having a really good vacation.
Now, Tiffany, she has some drunk wisdom right now. She thinks it's really important that we air out the drama. We're having such a great night, but there's just stuff boiling under the surface. Let's air it out before we move on and stop being fake. All right, Tiffany, you're the only one being fake because you're the only one holding on to anything. And what she's holding on to is that Cole is coming to her to complain about Jennifer. So she feels like she needs to be their guidance counselor and tell Jennifer, if you like him, give it a try. So much drunk, so many questions.
Yeah, she didn't make a lot of sense. I think she just needs to mind her own business.
It's the Margarita talking. And that's what Jennifer said. She's like, look, let's not talk about what you don't know. But Tiffany, she's adamant. She's like, well, why is he coming to me? Asking Jennifer. Why are you asking Jennifer why he's doing what he's doing? She's known him for 10 days.
Yeah, they're not best friends.
No, I don't even know if they're friends at this point.
No.
Go ask him. And then she's just like, well, I've got my own stuff going on. I'm tired of playing guidance counselor between all these people. Jennifer just told you to stay out of it. Jennifer just told you don't play guidance counselor with us. Just like, use that Q-tip, but don't go too far. Don't go too far because we don't want more brain damage. We just want to clean out the earwax.
Yeah, just mind your own business. Leave me alone. Let me do my thing.
You don't have to be their guidance counselor. She doesn't even want you in this. What you need to do is set some boundaries with Cole. When Cole comes up and starts complaining, say, look, dude, you've got dating coaches here. This is like the blind leading the blind. Go talk to them, which is basically what Jennifer tells Tiffany. She goes, look, set some boundaries. Tiffany does say one thing that makes sense. Jennifer starts explaining again that her concern is that she's seeing this manipulating and controlling behavior from Carlo. And Tiffany says, well, if you see that now after 10 days, what makes you think it's going to get better?
Exactly. She's like, if you see that in 10 days, if I saw my ex in somebody, I would be done. Like, that's not the person that I would go out with.
Absolutely. I was like, whoa, drunk Tiffany's mind. She hadn't gone too far with the Q-tip. We can turn back once we get that earwax out. She's making sense right now.
Total sense.
But then when Jennifer tells her to mind her own business, and then she's just sitting there like, well, you need to tell him, well, he's not my dog. Well, you're treating him like a dog. Whatever. I don't know. It just got ridiculous from there. But did it get as ridiculous as what happened with the guys?
No, it didn't get as far as it did with the guys.
So we've already heard some griping from Cole and Carlo. But Rob's like, I like that the emphasis is all on me. But what's going on with Tiffany and y'all three people? He just throws that out there.
He just completely stirred that pot.
He's like, you know what? I'm done with people using me to stir. Let's just throw a grenade and see what happens.
And boy, did he ever throw one.
At first, you think it's going to be cool. Everybody's looking cool except Carlo.
Yeah. I mean, Jay sounded like really respectful, saying that, he had talked to Carlo about it. He thought everything was fine.
Asked him before he asked her out on the date if it would be cool. And Carlo was like, yeah. So he's like, man, no drama. It's cool.
Not necessarily. Apparently, Carlo is very good at hiding his feelings.
Or he's got more feelings now that he's had a few margaritas, because little old Carlo starts walking up to Jay and he's like, I think you're a snake. I think you're a snake for asking out the one girl I like. You haven't even talked to me this whole time, Jay. You only came up to me to ask me if I would mind if you went out with Tiffany. You haven't talked to me before then. Okay, so you're mad because Jay hasn't talked to you yet? What's happening?
Is there something about bro code maybe that we don't know or something? Like, I'm confused.
That's something that we do know, which is if you have too many margaritas, you get into your feelings and stuff just does not make sense anymore. Because Jay, he was like, well, what did you mean then when you told me it was fine to take her out? And then Carlo's getting in Jay's face. Jay, who is probably like 6'7", and Carlo's like 5'7". He's like a whole foot taller than Jay is like a whole foot taller than Carlo. But Carlo's getting in his face, calling him a bitch. And I was like, oh boy.
Oh,
Nope. Carlo, you have some liquid courage in you right now, bud.
Gosh, he's calling him a snake. He's called him a bitch. He is
up and
called
he
him.
is charging at him. Jay is double your size.
It is insane.
You're allowed to
Like-
be his bitch if you keep this up.
And Jay finally just shoves him away.
Well, he was all up in his face, screaming in his face. And Jay's like, don't talk to me like that. Don't scream in my face. Pushes him away. Now, Usman and Rob, they're like pushing Jay back, but Jay doesn't really need to be pushed back. Jay's just like, look, I've made my point. The dude needs to get out of my face. I put him in his place. I put him out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what Carlo's doing.
No, Carlo keeps coming. Like they're
Carlo's
having to hold
charging.
Carlo back.
Carlo is running at him.
He's like there's a completely different side to him coming out.
He is charging Jay. He's like, come on, dude. You do not want him to come on you. You will be roadkill. Let's not have this fight. Jay, look, don't take the fact that he is calm and nice and reasonable and has sense about him for not. Like, don't take that for granted. Jay is going to defend himself if you get over there and start biting him like a little chihuahua around his ankles. You can't just crap all over him because he's a nice dude and you're not going to drag him into the drama.
No, and I hate to tell you, Carlo, but I don't think anybody else in that group is agreeing with you at this point. Like, you're acting ridiculously insane.
It's like a little chihuahua biting at Jay's toes. Nip, 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 nip. As he asked out the girl I like. Which, all right, she's sitting there hanging out with porn stash Rocky all the time. But, Jay is a threat. Jay is handsome. Jay is the best looking guy in this group. And he asked out Carlo's girl that he wasn't sure, but I guess he's sold on now that there's competition. He's ready to fight for her.
Yeah, Carlo's feeling extremely insecure right now.
He's taking a banana to a knife fight when he's trying to go up against Jay. I love Jay, though. I love Jay. He's so adorable. Now, at some point, Usman's not getting into any of this. Usman's got one thing on his mind, and it's Cortney. And they meet these girls at the bar, and one of them's from London. So Rob gets all in his head. This is before all of the drama goes down. I just got excited. I had to get into that drama there at the end.
But okay, I understand.
They meet the girls. One of them's from London. So Rob's like, oh, my wife is from London. Okay, maybe Rob's not ready to move on.
Well, no, he
Rob
said
needs to process.
He said he
his
couldn't
feelings.
believe. Yeah, he said he couldn't believe that he was in a bar in Mexico and still managed to run into a woman from London.
He's way too thinking right now. And then he's talking about him and Usman and Jay are talking about this girl and her butt. And Jay and Rob are like, But Usman wants to know about the butts. Usman is a butt man. Usman has caught a glimpse.
He
Now,
likes big butts.
he likes big butts. This one girl, he said, has a carrot butt. Nobody knew what he was talking about. A carrot butt.
Like he had to spell carrot so
But
that
he
they
had
would know
such
what
a
he was
thick
saying.
accent.
Yeah. And then I was like curious to see what he was going to say that meant because I was not sure what a carrot butt was.
What it is now?
I do now that he explained it.
I'm still confused.
He said a carrot butt was like full at the top and then got skinny and flat towards the bottom.
But not Cortney. Usman, he's an ITM. He goes, I like my ladies big in the front, big in the back. And Cortney, she's got a big butt.
And I like it.
And I like it. I hope Cortney finds that just as flattering as you said it.
I hope so too.
I think Cortney has a gorgeous figure. When she was getting into the ambulance and she had on like this Lycra workout outfit, I was like, dang, that girl's in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Jennifer, I mean, these women, they're all gorgeous. They are. Gorgeous. The men are not matching up to the women. There's a few of them that match up. I mean, really, Jay just needs to get into a polygamy situation and just take them all as his wife.
I think the herd is thinning out quite a bit with these personalities. There's some major issues with Cole. There's some major issues with Carlo now.
Well,
I mean,
Tiffany's stirring her in little potion up of issues. But the way this ends, so Elise, I thought this was very smart of her. She goes, look, let's just set everything straight. I'm going to give you one chance, Jennifer. You can tell me who said that I was having sex with Rob, or you can tell me it was you. And that's it. We'll bury the hatchet. We'll move on from there. If you tell me who it is, we will go address them together. I was shocked, but it made sense.
It made sense to me as soon as she said who it was. She was like, Colt told me. Colt.
He wants her to not like Rob. And here's Elise and Tiffany looking like idiots, defending Cole, saying what a nice dude he is.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe he's the one spreading these rumors.
It made total sense.
And he
What
said
better
everybody's
way?
talking about it because he wants her to believe that Rob is still seeing Elise.
Yeah. What better way to alienate her from Rob than to continually tell her that he's sleeping with Elise and then tell other people so that rumors start that he's sleeping with Elise and those rumors are going to get back to Jen too. Wow. What a manipulation. I mean, that is some scary shit right there for only 10 days in.
Tiffany and Elise can't even process it. It's like they're in shock. They are not believing it. They're refusing to believe it. They have been going to town for this guy all night, and now they're angry. They feel like Jennifer is messing with them. I don't think that's
she's
exactly what's happening because they're seeing that nice side, and Jennifer sees that nice side. That's what makes her want to hold on to this relationship. But now she's showing them this side she's been telling them about, this jealous side, this manipulative side. It hurts them because it's literally spreading rumors about Elise.
Well, I don't think they believe her. Totally. I think that,
I think they've been drinking. I think they're going to need time to process this and to think about it. It's going to make sense. I think they're going to realize what's happening. But in the moment, I think it's just a shock. They just get up, they leave, they blow up. Once they sit there and they think about it, it's going to make sense.
I hope so. Because it made total sense to me as soon as she said it, why he was doing it. I mean, and, she had told them, that they didn't understand, he is at her door at 4 a.m. He is waiting in the hallways for her.
Stalkerish.
He is stalking her. And, this is not nice guy behavior.
Anything he needs to do to try to exclude everybody, all the other options away. Like, let's make Rob look super bad so that is not my competition anymore. The therapist, remember, the therapist advice was for him to chill out.
Yeah.
We didn't see that advice, but he tells us at the dinner that was the advice.
Yeah. He's doubling down. He's like getting worse. He's escalating. This may not.
It's been 10 days. She is repeating that behavior. Wow. Did this all tie in together from Tim sitting there saying, look, I gave her the lap dance because she goes for these guys, to that kind of guy going to Tim after he tried to kick his butt about the lap dance. And Tim being like, oh, yeah, sure, dude, whatever.
Scary.
What? It's coming full circle.
We're
on episode 7 and it's coming full circle. It looks like it's just going to keep going from there. I don't really watch the previews. I kind of save it for next week, but I'm definitely excited to see more of Jay. Jay's my boo. Right now, I like Jay, and then I would pick Tim's personality, but Jay has a cool personality too. So if Jay had sex with Tim, I would have her come be in show it Jay and Tim. What about you?
I'm still on Rob. I just think he's adorable. And we've seen a lot more of his personality in the individual, I don't know what you call them. ITMs. And he was so cute when he's like, let's get these people interested in somebody other than me, Cole, and Jen.
I mean, howling. It was.
I
so
just
funny.
love him. I did him.
Too. I think Jennifer's right. He needs to get past what he's in before he moves on. But I'm glad that he's here because it's definitely making things fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and he hasn't really acted like, I'm in love with anybody. I think he's just there to enjoy the experience like everybody else, or well, not everybody else, but like everybody else should be.
Absolutely. So that's it. That is this week's episode of a 90-Day Hunt for Love. So let's see. It's Tuesday. Thursday and Friday, I will be back with Mama C with Big Brother. Dee, what have you thought of Big Brother so far?
Very interested. I haven't watched it in several years. Like, I probably saw maybe the first 2 or 3 seasons and that was it. I took a break. So I'm like getting back into it. And when I seen you and your mom over the shower stuff, I was like, okay, I've got to go comment on this. So I immediately went over and commented that I took your mom's side on that.
Yeah, everybody's taking her side. You know what? You guys are way overestimating how much showers mean to me. I am a firm believer in dry shampoo and deodorant.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's not about the shower or
I
the
don't
length.
get it because I don't know. It's my neurodivergency. I don't really even like showers. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, for me,
I do that again.
it's not about the shower itself. It was
I
just, it was
know.
a generous thing that he was doing, and I felt like she took
He
advantage
said
of
it,
it.
but he didn't mean it. No, but see, I really think that she might have been pooping because she had those stomach issues the next day. Sometimes you get those stomach issues, especially if you're traveling, especially if you're not eating your regular stuff. I don't know anyone that showers for 2 hours. I don't
that's
even
what I
know
was
what to
gonna
do in the
say.
bathroom for more than 10 minutes. But I do know if I'm in a room with a bunch of strange people and I've either got constipation or diarrhea, I don't want them to know I'm pooping. There's one bathroom in the house. I could go sit there, stink that up, and have no noise in the background. Or I could go sit on the toilet and tell everybody I was listening to music if it gets weird. I think she's about to be evicted for taking a shit because she has traveler's diarrhea. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it.
It's a good possibility, but
showers for 2 hours.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Like
I don't know why anybody could shower for 2 hours or what they would be doing for 2 hours.
Wouldn't her skin like shrivel into itself? She would look like the damn figs.
But I think that combined with the fact that she kept interrupting him on his one-on-ones with people, it kind of like sealed the deal with him for putting her up.
Yeah, but everybody was talking behind her back. She was paranoid. She was like, they're going to find out I'm pooping. Anyway, I will talk about that with Mama C tomorrow. Probably just some new stuff. We're not looking up the spoilers. Somebody tried to spoil me on TikTok. Don't do it. Don't spoil me. Everything I'm saying is just what I know from the last episode. So if I'm wrong, trust me, I will find out. I will find out next episode, just like we found out today. It was not Usman. It was Colt.
Yes.
It's Colt. All right. Well, also, just a reminder, we're going to do a pause on True Crime Saturdays. All of the things I was really excited about, all of that stuff settling. We will be back with the plea for Kohberger in the next couple of weeks. We will be back for the Diddy sentencing. So the Kohberger plea and the Diddy sentencing. What I expect for Kohberger, it's gonna be what they agreed to. The judge, the only thing he could do is give him a lesser sentence, and that's not going to happen. What we're really going to see there is those victim impact statements. Anyway, I digress. Channel Surfers, we will see you soon. Don't forget, come over to our Facebook group. Everybody that enters into our Facebook group from the time we started this podcast 3 months ago through September 1st, going to put you in a drawing. We want to thank you for giving a chance to us, and we're going to give a chance to you to win $50 for being some of our first listeners. Same thing with Apple Podcasts. If you leave a 5-star review and a comment, I have to be able to see the comments. I'm doing everybody there in a drawing by September 1st. So 2 chances to win $50. We thank you for giving us a chance. We want to give you a chance. Also, we will have our menus published on Thursday. I've been doing the shopping list, and this week I'm going to do 5 meals because what I found out in the last month with publishing these menus and buying all these ingredients, I needed some flexibility. I was starting to like get too many meals, which is the same thing I happened when I did like Hello Fit or whatever it's called, Hello Fresh a while ago. So 5 nights a week is probably good. This week, coming up, what we're going to see on Thursday is a Southern themed menu.
Ooh, yum.
Shrimp and grits, low country boil, tomato pie, pork chops. Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Did you put any chicken bog in by any chance?
Buttermilk fried chicken, but I should have done chicken bog. We'll have to add that to another one.
Yeah. Everybody needs to be
bog.
introduced to chicken bog.
But some of these people may not have had low country boil.
That's true. I think they might call it different things in different parts of the country.
Frogmore stew.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, something like that. All right, Channel Surfers, we will see you. I will see you on Thursday and Friday with Big Brother. We're going to see what happens. And Dee and I will be next week with Hunt for Love. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm loving this show.
I can't either. I'm so excited. I don't know. I want to wait. I don't want to wait. I don't.
Hey, how many people do we need to follow us before they give us the teasers?
I don't know.
The goal isn't to like keep running this thing at a deficit where we're spending money. It's just to get the teasers.
way before
All right.
everybody.
Channel surfers, we love you so much. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Tune in,
Let's
don't
ride.
be late. Remote